One point I wanted to make, but I won't comment much about it, is I had the privilege to serve in DOD and had 5 areas of responsibility: nuclear weapons, missile defense, countering WMD proliferation, space, and cyber. And I actually think that of those 5 areas, you know, and I was sort of this middle-level guy managing all this stuff while the experts really did the work, I think space had the most material that was classified that was different from what's in the public domain. So I'm a little reticent to say some things about space because what's in the public domain does not fully reflect what's going on. What's going on in China, what's going on in the U.S., what our doctrines are, at least what we think is the case. More so than I think in the other areas. Now, the U.S. has gone into several space studies, a space policy document, a space strategy document. I was involved in one of them and began to be involved in another one of the complex interagency documents. Most of them involved collaboration between the Department of Defense and the Director of National Intelligence. And of course, the intelligence community zealously guards every space asset. I mean, we can't afford to be blinded. We can't afford to be surprised. And I'm sure the Chinese feel the same way. So it wasn't easy even to agree between intelligence and defense, what to say even in a public document. In these documents, there's a call for more cooperation with other countries, codes of conduct, some of the excellent suggestions Michael has been advancing. And it mentions that space is now different than it used to be because of 3 C's. C. Congested, competitive, and contested. Each one's a little different. Congested, there's a lot of stuff in space. 21,000 objects floating around, from 4-inch pieces of metal to very important satellites. Some are not important, some are very important. So there's a lot of stuff. It's going to get more crowded up there. It's competitive because in a lot of space activities now, the commercial sector is involved, private sector. And it's contested because perhaps some countries like U.S. and China, U.S. and Russia, possibly down the road Japan and India, seek to have a real role in space, and they're competing with the others. So the theme of some of these papers in the unclassified realm is that we have to cooperate more. We have to reach common agreement so that we don't run the risk of major confrontation over space.